Kim Nam-joo has always been one of South Korea's most loved actresses, but recently she has been making headlines not for her glamorous roles or award-winning performances, but for something far more personal and intimate: her marriage. In a recent candid moment, the actress opened her heart about life with her husband, fellow actor Kim Seung-woo, and her words struck a chord with millions of fans. She confessed that after nearly 2 decades of being together, she finds herself more in love with him now than she ever was before. In a world where celebrity marriages are constantly under a microscope and often crumble under pressure, this heartfelt revelation has given fans something beautiful to hold on to: hope in love, trust, and companionship. For those who have followed her career, Kim Nam-joo has always been seen as a symbol of elegance and success. She dominated the Korean entertainment world in the late 1990s and early 2000s, gaining the title of CF Queen, thanks to her countless commercial endorsements. With her sharp acting skills, iconic beauty, and star power, she became one of the most sought-after actresses of her time. Yet, behind all the glitz and glam, Nam-joo has always remained grounded, and perhaps the most grounding influence in her life has been her husband, Kim Seung-woo. Their love story feels like it could have been lifted straight out of a K-drama. Kim Seung-woo, a respected actor known for his charisma and versatile acting, first crossed paths with Nam-joo through the entertainment industry. At first glance, the two seemed like polar opposites: Nam-joo, bubbly and radiant, and Seung-woo, calm, mature, and steady. But sometimes it's in those contrasts that true chemistry shines brightest. They quickly realized that their differences weren't obstacles. They were complementary traits that made their bond stronger. Friends who knew them at the time often remarked that Seung-woo's grounded nature balanced Nam-joo's energy, while her vibrant spirit brought joy and warmth into his life. The couple tied the knot in 2005, and their wedding was a grand celebration, one of the most talked-about events in South Korean entertainment at the time. Fans adored them, the press admired them, and many believed their relationship would be one of the rare celebrity unions that could withstand the test of time. Fast forward almost 20 years, and that belief has proven true. When Nam-joo recently confessed that she is even more in love with Seung-woo now than on the day they got married, it wasn't just a sweet statement. It was a powerful testimony to the strength of their relationship. Nam-joo explained that their marriage, like any, has had its challenges. With both being successful actors, there were years when schedules clashed, work commitments pulled them apart, and the demands of raising 2 children added pressure. Yet, instead of letting those obstacles weaken their bond, they used them as stepping stones. She admitted that she found comfort in his unwavering support, especially when she made the difficult decision to step away from acting for a time to focus on family. It wasn't an easy choice for someone who was at the peak of her career, but Seung-woo never let her feel like she was giving something up. Instead, he reminded her that prioritizing family was just another way of showing strength. That support, Nam-joo said, only deepened her admiration for him. It wasn't just about romance anymore. It was about respect, partnership, and trust. And as she reflected on their years together, she confessed that her love for him had transformed. It had matured into something even more powerful, even more meaningful than it was in their early days. This is a love that doesn't fade but grows deeper with every season of life. The impact of her words has been enormous. Social media quickly flooded with comments from fans not just in South Korea, but across the world. Many wrote things like, "This is the kind of love we all dream of," and "Kim Nam-joo and Kim Seung-woo are proof that true love exists." Younger fans especially admired how their relationship showed that love is not just about passion and excitement, but about building a foundation of trust and respect. In a time when so many celebrity headlines revolve around separations and scandals, their story feels like a rare and refreshing reminder that long-lasting love can exist even under the bright spotlight. Their love story has also been a cultural symbol in many ways. For Korean audiences who have seen so many on-screen romances end in heartbreak, the couple represents hope and stability. They are not just actors, They've become role models for married couples everywhere. In a society that often glorifies youth and fleeting romances, Nam-joo and Seung-woo are showing the beauty of growing older together, of building a family, and of still choosing each other every single day. What makes their story even more special is how normal they try to keep their lives despite being celebrities. Nam-joo mentioned that at home, they are not actors or stars. They are simply husband and wife, parents to their children, and partners who share everyday joys and struggles. Whether it's eating dinner as a family, helping their kids with school, or just enjoying quiet evenings together, it's the simple moments, she says, that have defined their happiness. These details have touched fans deeply because it shows that real love isn't about grand gestures, but about everyday choices. As fans around the world celebrate her words, it's clear that Kim Nam-joo and Kim Seung-woo have become much more than just actors in Korea's entertainment scene. They've become living proof that real-life love stories can outshine even the most heartwarming dramas. One of the most touching parts of Nam-joo's confession was her reflection on family life. She revealed that at the height of her career, she made the difficult choice to step away from acting for a while so she could focus on raising their children. It was not an easy decision, but what made it easier, she said, was Seung-woo's unwavering support. He never once made her feel guilty about choosing family over work. Instead, he encouraged her, reminding her that she was doing the right thing. That kind of support, Nam-joo admitted, only deepened her respect and love for him. Their journey reminds us that behind the glamour of the spotlight are two people who chose each other and continue to choose each other every day. And that, perhaps, is the most beautiful story of all. Looking back on nearly 20 years of marriage, Kim Nam-joo's recent confession feels like a love letter not only to her husband, but to the idea of enduring love itself. It tells us that love is not static, it evolves, it changes, and it grows if you nurture it. From the heady excitement of young love to the comfort of partnership and family, her story with Seung-woo shows that every stage of love is valuable, and every stage has its own beauty. As Radio 1 International celebrates their story today, it's clear that Kim Nam-joo and Kim Seung-woo have become more than just celebrities. They are cultural icons whose love story is giving hope to fans across generations. Their journey proves that sometimes the most beautiful romances are not the ones written in scripts, but the ones lived quietly, patiently, and lovingly, away from the cameras. And in her own words, the fact that Nam-joo feels more in love today than she did on her wedding day is the ultimate reminder that true love, when it's real, never stops growing.